What's up? What's up? AWO in the house. What's up, guys? Aaron Waters here, man. Hope you're all doing good. Eventually join up. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream, guys. Shit. What am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Alright, there. I got what I'm looking for. Welcome to my channel, guys. Yeah. You know what? I hope it's Saturday night. Okay, yeah, it's Saturday night. Alright. So, you may not have a lot of people on today. Like yesterday was a fun stream. Fun ass stream. Compared to today, I don't know who's gonna join me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's kind of early. But I'm here, guys. Well, Patrick was here earlier. Let me do something. I gotta share this out with my buddies. Yeah, it says we're gonna talk positively with Superman. Okay? Positively with Superman. Oh, Red's here. Aren't you busy on Tony's stream? You know? Aren't you busy on Tony's stream? I seen you there. You just had to come to my stream. Didn't you? You just had to come to my stream. Oh yeah. By the way. No wait. Did I send this to blinded? I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Let me send this to blinded Braille. The blind man. He's not blind, but you know me, I like calling him. We like to joke around. Alright, welcome. Yeah, so welcome to my channel, guys. New subs, current subs, smash the like button. Join membership down below. Do all that for me, please. Please, it helps my channel grow. I would appreciate it a lot if you do. Good to see Red here. Red's in the lead with the top fans. Super Legacy 3 trillion. Yes, Super Legacy is on pace to make 3 trillion. That's the projection right now. 3 trillion. It's positive. It's positive. Positive. Even if it's not realistic, let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive today. Positive. The opposite of detracting. Detracting will be tomorrow. That's designed for tomorrow. Okay? That'll be designed for tomorrow, detracting whoever. I detract tomorrow. You know, I have a lot of people in mind. That's tomorrow, guys. Now, I hope to see where is everybody else besides Red in here? Just Red's here. Oh man. People are gonna miss out. People are gonna miss out, guys. They're gonna miss out. Red is not gonna miss out, but everybody else will miss out on the stream. Too bad for them. I feel sorry for them. No, I really don't actually. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, you're Red. I'm number one just like how AEW is the number one promotion. Just like how Superman Legacy was the number one for the entire year at the box office. All right, guys. We're going to look at my buddy, Movie Hub. Movie Hub. Movie Hub. Okay? Well, he's not really my buddy, but someone I looked at last. A real 3D screening tomorrow? Oh, yeah, you do go screenings on Sundays. You're right. Lucky bastard. When Blinded comes on, if Blinded comes on, I'll let you join Red. We can have fun with you and Blinded together. I want that to happen. I should have done it yesterday. So Degrassi's going to see Superman tomorrow. Too lucky. You and your dad are two lucky bastards. Hopefully Blind does show up. Yeah, you're my buddy. You're gonna be my buddy. You're my buddy. And Movie Hub. We're gonna take a look at Movie Hub. Hubbub. Latest video. Oh, by the way, this guy has gotten 623 subs. So 40 subs. He got 40 subs since the last time I checked this guy out, which was last Saturday. Now, for everybody's gonna be Superman early, please no spoilers, okay? No spoilers, okay? Okay. But yeah, here's Movie Hubbub. I actually follow him on Twitter now. You can actually follow the guy on X if you want. So this is not detracting, because I don't detract somebody that I agree with. Oh, let me see this fight you're having with Red right now. I want to see this fight. What are you doing with this fight? Let me see this fight. Then I'll start the stream. The video. Okay, I'll be too distracted. Oh, I see. Yeah, you are fighting. You are fighting on there. There's only 4 people watching right now. I assume. I got a very busy, so busy upcoming schedule for this week. It's actually in my post section. If you want to know my schedule for this week, just check my post section. It's all there. All right. I'm going to move this banner. When people come, people will come. And I did this. And I'll be in the middle. I'm not waiting long. I'm not waiting for more. Let's do this.
I was sent here to serve the people of Earth.
Okay, let you know, I forgot to tell you, when I did this guy last week, right? There's a couple clips that he showed that did get me not there's a copyright claim. So whatever just a copyright claim, that means it will go to the original. It's not going to be monetized. The monetization goes to the original owner of those clips. That's it. It's going to be the same again. So I won't be making any money off from the stream because I'm sure this guy's video is going to show clips that, and he's doing it right now. If you see right here, he's going to show clips from not just this, but maybe other Superman projects. So I know I'm going to get the same thing, a copyright claim, not a strike or anything like that. You know, when you show clips that you're not supposed to, you get basically a claim, right? And the original owner gets the monetization. And it's Degrassi's second as a top fan, and tied with actually Patrick. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and keep fighting Enlightened Fan Red. Show him who's boss. Okay, show him that you are the boss. Okay, now let's go back.
That is what I do.
It's time.
July 11th, wallets open. No Snyderverse, no problem. Welcome back, super friends. Welcome back, Snyder Bros as well. I'm all for civil debate as long as you are staying on the subject matter and not slandering.
Yeah, you're telling the Snyder Bros. You're telling the Snyder Bros to be civil and not to slander. What were? I mean, I know I like you, man. I know. Deep down, you're not. That's not gonna happen. I asked him. I asked him why he keeps soiling his diapers. Is he a Whippaverse fan? Yeah, he's a Whippaverse guy, right? But yeah, I'm like, guy, movie hubbub. The Snyder Bros are not going to be civil. They're not going to be. Everything they're going to say is slanderous. Is not going to be civil. You know that.
Or only here to throw personal insults. You are welcome to share your views.
Yeah, they're going to throw personal insults.
I'm not keen on having to delete comments, but if they are threats or involve slander, they are going to the trash pile.
Yeah, I mean, Snyder's a god emperor. I mean, that's gonna happen. I'm sure. So it looks like he does get them, and he does read the comments, and does delete trashy comments. Because Snyder fans tend to, Snyder fans they don't have any rationality in their brain. So wherever they, so he's the Whippetard. He gives Sturgis a one for his money. How come he never gets attracted? Does he have a YouTube account?
The hubbub. Let's continue
What's
on
the
the
hubbub?
subject of online slander being weaponized, as it ties into the propaganda about Gunn's recent comment, covered later in this video, which is getting traction, mostly on anti-gun channels. First
Anti-gun
off,
channel.
posting comments in such a matter-of-fact manner that Gunn is let's call it PDF here.
Oh,
When-
going back to the PDF stuff of Gun. Oh.
He's never done such cruel, disgusting acts. That is slander because it's knowingly saying something that is not true.
Yeah.
I didn't like his tweets, but let me say he, one, was never charged or arrested for any harm on a child or anyone. It's just not something he has done. So calling him one out of an alliance to Snyder, knowing he's never actually been criminally involved in such things, is wrong. Two, he has explained, as one of my viewers put it well, his intent was to make taboo tweets, highlighting how Hollywood normalized such improprieties. I'm not saying I found them funny, but sometimes people highlight the subject matter in extreme ways.
I mean, I've been on YouTube channels before, and we said some pretty stupid jokes on really, really dark, stupid jokes. Jesus, put him Muhammad, Abraham, and King Linus all combined into one. Oh yeah, he sure is. But I've been on YouTube channels before. Okay. And some people I know make dark, edgy jokes all the time. Jokes all the time. Okay. So, yeah, like comedians make edgy jokes.
Bring attention to it. Also, it's a false notion that thousands of related tweets were deleted. It was thousands of tweets from a period of time to wipe the slate clean. As in those days of Twitter, many people made it just offensive environment. It nearly became a competition of who could say
Ricky Gervais.
the most
Yeah.
outrageous
Ricky
comments.
Gervais, Ricky
No
Gervais.
excuse. Let's be factual and admit, yes, they were different times.
You don't make dark, edgy jokes at all, ever. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's a major understatement. You do all the time.
It was even before woke or anti-woke culture, and canceling was a thing. He made maybe more than a handful of tweets on
I don't know. I don't know if that was a thing. I think it was just there just wasn't
that
talked
topic,
about as
but
much.
not thousands. In the scrubbing, which is what PR associates recommend to do, he also maybe made other jokes that weren't appropriate, I'm sure, plus otherwise non-offensive, forgettable tweets as well. It was all from a period of time, not thousands of PDF jokes. I'm not saying you have to like Gunn or even support the new DCU. However, the Snyder Cult does tend to move from reporting things as they happened to
Too awesome.
adding nonsense to create narratives to weaponize against their perceived enemy.
Yeah, the Snyder Code. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
I do have a lot of
Why
Gunn
is the Snyder Cut? How did DC go from superhero juggernaut to laughing stock of Hollywood? What's really happened with the Oscar bot attacks? Who is behind these toxic accounts you see online? How many articles did Warner Brothers commission to hide their handlers? The truth is stranger than any fiction you'll read. Both armies, smear campaigns, secret operatives, psychops, and more bizarre behaviors are tangled in the messy web of DC's downfall. Is there any chance for justice? Only by uncovering the twisted lies behind the Snyder Cut could build a better tomorrow for everyone.
optimists on my channel. And to this day, I defend Tyrone Magnus at the same time. Why, again, just because he isn't positive. On every single release of footage or
Okay, yeah, you do praise Tyrone Magnus because I don't like Tyrone Magnus anymore, and he's not really excited for the movie. He doesn't like the trailers, but Tyrone Magnus has come out and said he's going to make a final judgment, whether he likes the movie or not. When he sees it, he is going to see it. He is not doing boycotting his movie. He is not doing watch close shit. He's not pulling that crap. So that's why he's defending Tyrone Magnus in that aspect.
stories for Superman as a reminder he has not boycotted the film. He is going to see it. He has even stated he is not into or a part of the wallets closed movement. He understands why it exists.
Boycott this movie, the wallets closed, yeah.
But isn't down with being a part of it. Let me point to him being a voice of reason here. On the recent comment, getting traction.
He's talking about the unknownness. It could be a kid anywhere, and it's like, okay, well, if it's just a child in a country, foreign country, or anywhere on the planet saying something, I think he's saying that I can't let that piss me off. I mean, like, was it a studio head that was trashing me? Was it another major celebrity that was
I don't know about this comment. What was about this comment? I never seen this. I didn't see this.
Trashing me? No. It's a child somewhere venting. Just let it go. That's what I got from it. But what I think is there are certain people
boycott Tyrone
that
Magnus.
Just don't like him.
Yeah, there's people.
You've got people that, you know, are part of the Snyderverse. There are good people in the Snyderverse, and there are people in the Snyderverse that aren't so good.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of them are not good. Boycott Tyrone Magnus? Okay, well, boycott Tyrone Magnus. You can boycott Tyrone Magnus.
And
I unsub from him. I guess that's considered boycotting him. I don't know.
Very fanatical, and they don't like that he's even directing it. They don't like him, and they want to ruin him in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
There are also other people that are not in the Snyderverse that just don't like him, and they want to ruin him.
Yeah.
There are also, from my comments I've seen, that not everyone. There are a lot of people that think he is a particular something that begins with a P. Every video I do about Superman, at least one person says something about it. I don't know whether the man is or not, but they think he is that, and they want him ruined. So if you can take anything and twist it, they will.
Yep.
All right. So,
yep.
I mean,
yep.
I don't even need to read any more of this. This is just normal stuff. Like, you see it done all the time.
Yep.
You see it done with any celebrity. You see it done with politicians, They just twist it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Uh, I'm not in on the wallets closed thing, but a lot of people are, and it's mainly because, from my understanding, they don't like how WB did Zach. They don't like how he did. They did Henry.
Snyder Bros, you want to claim racism now?
And what's
Yeah, well-
crazy about this is very racist. There were people all over online talking about how racist this actually is to say something like this. And now they're talking about doing a boycott in India because of
Gunn saying it's not worth getting into arguments too deep on social media. The broad point could have been any random country, but of course you use it as fuel to add to
Yeah.
the fire for Team Snyder cult.
just another day in the life of the Justice Gang.
Don't find any way to just to degrade Gunn. Anything. They'll find anything and they'll twist anything. They'll find a way just to bring down Gunn. Oh, he's a PDF. Oh, he's racist. I mean, oh, he's this. He's not a good director. Oh my, he's whatever. They'll find just any way. Snyder cult specifically, just to find a way to disgrace Zack Snyder. That's what they are. Now, James Gunn, and I don't know about these comments about him in India, but I find that kind of ridiculous because I've seen a lot of people from the Snyder cult that are made a lot of stupid racist jokes too, and a lot of worse shit than anybody's ever said. They're very hypocritical.
Not our name makes us sound like cowboys.
For context, Gunn is saying there is a chance that he is arguing hypothetically with a child across the world in another country and not even another adult. So engaging too much is not worth it.
Mhm.
Of course, though, you as an opportunity to misrepresent him, since slandering may help the movement.
Snyder turds are the Trumpers of nerd shit. Are they? They're fucking. I don't know what. They're a whole new different category. Who new category, man? They are like mentally disturbed. Mentally disturbed that need psychiatric help. Okay, psychiatric help. They are people. They're people that their brains need to be fucking studied. When everyone passes away, it should be mandatory for a Snyder turd to donate a brain to that facility that the former wrestler Christopher Nowinski does for CTE, because there has to be like a special thing in the brain now, a special disease for the Snyder turds in the brain. We're going to discover something in the brain related to the Snyder turds. Yeah, you can say it's delusional, they're delusion, they're whatever, but this has to be some illness, like an illness we can name. Snyder, what can we call it? The Snyder illness. Yeah. They're upset at common accuracy. I know. You should ask me if I was satisfied with the notification. Why would they ask you that? Yeah, tell me what a gun nut is. Gun nut is. Yeah, what is a gun nut? They keep calling people that, but what does it mean? Yeah. Christopher. No, not Christopher Benoit. Oh my God. Snyderism? Yeah, we could call it Snyderism. We could call it Snyderism. Okay. I mean, like it's. It's beyond it's beyond insanity. It's like it is a sign of insanity, right? There is a sign of insanity. I mean, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over again to try to get a different result, but you end up getting the same result. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's a form of insanity. It's insanity, right? Keep hashtagging while it's closed. While it's closed. Boycott Superman. Whatever. Restore the Snyderverse. Yeah? And when that doesn't happen, it's called insanity. Do they really think this? The Snyder cult is not really a big. I mean, it has a lot of voice, but it's not really a big movement. If you really think of it, it's not going to affect the movie at all. In fact, boycotts in the history of movies, boycotts haven't affected anything. In the history of movies, boycotts haven't affected any film period. Any film period. And it doesn't matter what reason it is. I mean, look, The Flash didn't do that well, but it's not because of Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller wasn't the reason why. And there's people wanting to boycott the film for Ezra Miller, but Ezra Miller wasn't the reason why The Flash didn't do better than everybody thought it would. Boycotts really, I always say this, boycotts don't do anything. Boycotts, in my opinion, are literally meaningless. Okay? Sorry. Most of the time are meaningless. Here's the thing. Hypothetically, and I know Degrassi would agree with me this. I sure Blinded would. Sideways would. If Zack Snyder hypothetically came back and did another Superman movie, I'm not boycotting that. I'll see it. I'm not going to wish boycotting it. I'll see that movie. I'll see the movie. If Zack Snyder, if it's coming back, yeah, Snyder fanboys are helping James Gunn. I'm just saying, if Zack Snyder does come back and does direct another Superman movie, I'll see it. Not because of Zack Snyder. Because of Superman. Yeah, most famous boycott in the last 2 years. 2 years? Remember? Harry Potter video game. Remember? Boycott Harry Potter video game because of J.K. Rowling. Guess what? That Harry Potter video game sold like crazy. Boycotts don't help. They do not help. I know I saw what Sean Work posted. I'm not going to talk about this. It's more of a positive stream. Doesn't help. Boycotts don't help the people that want to boycott. Let me say that. The people that are boycotting, they have to realize boycotts don't fucking help them, okay? It's usually it usually goes the opposite direction. Okay? You know what it is? It makes you, you say you don't want to do, somebody's telling you not to do this over and over and over, and that person's being told, that person's being told not to do it over and over, it makes them want to do it even more, right? So, boycotts don't really derail anything. In fact, Degrassi's right. It makes people want to see even more. So they're helping the movie. Just like why Arc9 here, Arc9 says. But the thing is, the Snyder fans they're not the most intelligent people, you could tell, because they say the same shit over and over again and don't give a real legit reason why, and they always nitpick some stupid shit all the time and compare it to Man of Steel and be like, and they always made look like fools when people just reply to them and be like, that happens in the comics. This is in the comics. This character's in the comics. Lex Luthor's supposed to be bald. This is a hot girl. This is what Lois Lane's supposed to look like. Lois Lane is not a fucking redhead. I'm sorry. Amy Adams is a redhead. Lois Lane is not a redhead. Okay? Lois Lane's not a freaking redhead. Lois Lane is purple, okay? And Amy, okay? And Superman is not meant to be dark. Superman is supposed to be more lighthearted. There is dark elements in Superman. Don't get me wrong. I mean, look, and even in the Christopher Reeves movies, well, they're very lighthearted. There are some dark elements in those movies. Some very dark elements in those movies. Okay. Dark elements. It didn't look dark because it wasn't. The movie wasn't aimed to be dark, but there were some dark elements in the Christopher Reeve movies. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Superman's always been the lighter tone of DC compared to like Batman. Even Wonder Woman is light compared to Batman. Okay. Superman is meant for everybody, and that includes fucking kids, okay? That includes kids. In fact, most superheroes are meant for kids. Meant for kids. Sorry. People that read comic books back in the 40s and 30s and 40s, most of them are kids. Okay? These Snyder fanboys, they don't know anything about comics. They do think they're like the be all end about comics, things like that. Not just Snyder fanboys, and they think they have authority of knowing. But we want a dark Superman. No. It's probably because you never read Superman. You probably never watched Superman in anything else besides Zack Snyder's Superman. That's it. Let's continue. Sorry, guys.
Snyder Bros, let's play would you in this case game.
And here's the thing. There's between James Gunn and Zack Snyder when it comes to DC. Especially James Gunn likes his characters to be more authentic because he likes his authentic to the comics counterpart, right? Okay? Because it's definitely the difference between him and Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder maybe read the comics or maybe just graphic novels, but you can tell he didn't really like them. You only like certain ones and certain takes. Gunn likes the actual takes of the actual incarnations of Superman, what he's meant to be. Like Gunn, you could tell understands characters, understands comics better than Zack Snyder does. Man, even with Watchmen, Zack Snyder did Watchmen. The creator of Watchmen fucking hated it. Alan Moore did not like Watchmen. He did not like Watchmen, the film Watchmen.
Would you call harsh critics xenophobic?
Anyway, I think if you ask the original creators of Superman and they saw Zack Snyder's Superman, I don't think they would be happy with that Superman. I don't. Wonder Woman kills unlike Batman? Little bit.
Xenophobic for saying people in Brazil are poor, so don't know what good movies are.
That may be true. But the people are in Brazil, they're poor. But that may be true. The flight scenes may be incredible, according
what does it have
some
to do
people.
with this shit?
Would you label Aaron?
Wow. Did anybody say that?
The people are in Brazil.
Snyder Bros, let's play would you in this case game. Would you call harsh critics xenophobic for saying people in Brazil are poor, so don't know what good movies are?
That may be true. But the people are in Brazil, they're poor.
Okay. If because they're poor, they may have. So he's saying Brazil. Yeah, I know Brazil. I know Brazil. This is not against the people of Brazil. I know Brazil, like obviously there's issues in Brazil. They're not. I know about Brazil, but that's not the point. The point is that you're going against a country here. You got to see a screening. You saw the screening. They saw these screenings in Brazil or whatever. 30 minutes of it in the movie, right? But because you're poor, them seeing it has no merit. So you're saying the people that saw the 30 minutes of the movie in Brazil or whatever, are you saying because they're poor, they're not that smart, they're not that intelligent? Here's the thing. I know a lot of poor people that are smart and intelligent. Okay? There's a lot of poor, some poor people may not go to private schools because they can't afford it, but there's very intelligent poor people. It's very intelligent poor people, smart people, and it doesn't matter what country they're from. You can be from the richest country or you can be from the poorest country. There's very intelligent people, okay? And you're saying because, they're poor, so they're dumb. They don't know shit. I mean, that's, look, okay? Harsh Critic is an idiot. Let y'all know. This guy's a fucking moron. Let y'all know. I don't think it really this is how messed up the Snyder people are. They say so much bullshit. They don't realize what they're saying is garbage, is offensive at times, and that's how deep in their head that it's just got into them, man. This is obsessed. They make their whole fucking living on this. Look, okay? Like on the Snyderverse. And when you get so obsessed with something over and over again, you lose reality on life, right? You lose reality and you eventually think or say stuff that could be highly offensive. It's, oh my God.
But that may be true. The fight scenes may be incredible, according to some people.
Label Aaron Fisher as sexist for making up a term, womansplaining.
Lois is telling him she's womansplaining to him. Some people understand that.
You can literally go after just about anyone's comments and even alter the context to try to change the intent. This fandom divide has almost become mud.
You see this bullshit, guys? Womansplaining? Womansplaining.
Slinging to a degree, like that of political races. Of course, I was disappointed that after harsh critics went after Rachel's looks and other cast members so extremely that he didn't have the self-awareness after to apologize and recognize it was far too toxic.
But a lot of these clowns got mad because I was talking about that big foreheaded scallywag Rachel Brosnahan, which, like I said, I never seen her in any of her films, but she sucks. In this photograph right here, she looks pale. She looks like she doesn't have any color to her. And the thing I noticed is her big ass forehead. Like the chick looks like Skeletor, like literally.
I don't know what it looks like Dwayne Wade, man. I don't know. I mean, this guy thinks he's an authoritarian on this stuff. He thinks look, like, guys, look, he wears a suit. So wearing a suit makes him think he's important, right? That what he says is factual, is important, and it's with authority, right? Wearing a suit and a tie, doing this, that not watch too. Oh yeah, what I say is true, factual, and what I say is actually what I say goes. Like, Come on, man. It makes you look more like an idiot. Actually, I think I'd rather watch somebody in a regular t-shirt. I'd rather watch somebody in a tank top with shorts or just regular pants talking on live stream. Because at least with them, they don't make themselves look like an idiot. More like an idiot. I mean, some do, but like this, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you anybody. If you wear a fucking suit and a tie, nice watch, and you're doing stream on pop culture stuff, if your channel is a movie channel, entertainment channel, and you're doing streams if you're doing videos like this, I'm sorry. You're a fucking moron. I'm sorry. This is a sign when you wear a suit. When this is a sign of narcissism, and that's a case that the Snyder Cult have. Narcissism. Yeah, I'll call them narcissism. They do have narcissism. Oh, okay, Degrassi. Like, seriously, a suit makes you think you're authority on this topic? It makes me laugh at you. Heck, I'd rather see, I don't know, Review Tech with the shirt off. I don't really want to see that, but I'd rather see that because at least he doesn't make him. I mean, at least he doesn't make the expert on this shit. Like, look at this. I don't like. Come on. What does this guy do, Degrassi? Seriously, is this guy when he wants to make a video on praising on the Snyder stuff and shitting on non-Snyder stuff? Does he really think he puts on a nice suit, a nice shirt with a tie, nice butt buckle, and he's like, yeah, I have to dress up nicely because what I say, people will take me seriously wearing a suit. To me, I don't take somebody seriously if you wear a suit. Talking about this stuff, I don't care. Blurred can't talk gun. I don't care if you're pro-Snyder or anti-Snyder, if you're pro-gun or anti-gun, whatever. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous to wear, okay? Unless you freaking work for like maybe a major studio that has a channel. I mean, not even people that work for Campia wear suits. They just wear regular casual attire. Like, not even Grace Randolph wears a suit. Like, okay? Not even guys like Kristen Harloff. Like, they don't even wear suits. Okay? Blurred can't talk God. And like I said, they hate this movie. They hate this so much. They don't realize the stuff they're saying could be racist, sexist, whatever. Because their Snyder's so wrapped in their head that we're in class. Slip on, yeah, it is a slip on. I can see it. It's still wrap in their head. Their hatred for gun in DC, but the love for Snyder is so wrapped in their head. It makes them delusional, right? It makes them less aware of things, and and they're not gonna wake up. You're not gonna wake up. Maybe his religion requires to wear a suit. Maybe, but I don't know, man. It sounds, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Excelento. Thanks.
That's just my opinion. Now, if I was to rate her looks, I'll probably say maybe she's a 5 without makeup. These are just ugly characters, but that's James Gunn. That's his casting. He cast Kents, who are ugly, Cornball, who's miscast, and Rachel Brosnahan, who just looks like a scallywag at this point. And a lot of you clowns have a problem with me talking about this lady.
Also, it was disappointing that Aaron Fisher was aware of those attacks, but did not denounce that level of toxicity and continues cross-channel support.
Here's the thing. Snyder fanboys are like Susan. He says about Rachel Boston's forehead. What could she do? What could she do? She wanted to fix her forehead. Will that think it makes better? Oh, I guess you want Amy Adams in that role, right? Amy Adams, who, sorry, but she was not a good Lois Lane. Also, what do you want her to do? You got to watch other stuff with Rachel in it. What do you want her to do? Fix her forehead for any other things that she's in? Was she just in I don't know. What's that movie that came out a couple months ago? Rami Malek's movie. Wasn't she just in that? Wasn't she just in that movie? What do you want her to do? Fix her forehead to make you happy? No, nothing is gonna make you happy. So nothing makes you happy. You just have to go for personal attacks. Personal attacks. That's the problem with this. Not David Cornball. This is a problem with these people that's Snyder fanboys. They have to make everything personal, right? They have to make fucking everything personal. It's like James Gunn. It's like James Gunn is making it personal with them. It's going to war with them. James Gunn is not going to fucking war with these guys. James Gunn is only focused on DCU, and that's it. He's not going to fucking war. He's not thinking about you guys at all. Okay? Lois Lane wears purple. That's common accurate. Yeah. Yeah, correct. Nation of Islam wears a suit and tie. Oh, maybe if he is. I don't know. If he is, okay, I take that back. It's just, I take that back if he is Nation of Islam, but I don't take back the stuff that him being the call the Snyder call. And okay, and stuff he says about Rachel and other things about the anti-Snyder, the Superman stuff, DCU, all that. I don't take that back. But if it's part of Nation of Islam, I take that back if it's part of his suit and tie. It's just
since they align on the Snyder movement. I guess he didn't want to lose subscribers from that audience by speaking up.
And I'm like, why? Why are you trying to be a Captain Save-A-Ho or Captain Superman for this lady? This lady don't give a shit about none of you clowns, but yet you guys are defending her like you're doing something honorable.
If that's not the case, I wish he'd speak up and denounce that type of toxic rhetoric.
I can guarantee that lady would never fuck none of you clowns.
I could guarantee you,
and she probably fuck harsh critics because harsh critics keep it real.
Oh yeah. See that? He sounds. See, he's clearly sexist. Still dumb, belligerent or not. Yeah. You see this? Okay. Yeah, she may not like. Obviously, she's not gonna say anything about that, but you gotta understand, man. There's people that watch your videos that it's more than just Rachel, because you're kind of being sexist here, man. Okay, you're kind of being sexist. It's more than just Rachel. Actually, not just Rachel. It's about women too, in general. Now, I'm not gonna criticize Amy Adams's looks as Lois Lane. I don't think she looked like what Lois Lane should be, or acted. Okay, but I'm not gonna bash Amy Adams for her looks. Okay. I think she was miscast as Lois Lane. I know Jack wanted to do something different, but I'm not gonna say, oh, you know what? Amy Adams should have got like shorter hair or something, or not shorter hair. I don't know if that's a good taste. She got a nose job to look more like Lois, something like that. Of course, like there's gonna be people that's gonna because they're calling you out on your sexism. That's what they're calling you out on, man. It's just more about her. You're gonna do that for every character he casts as a woman, aren't you?
But, you know, that's just another video.
I'm even seeing Jurassic World Rebirth being used against Superman in hopes to damage its box office. I'm not boycotting Rebirth, Fantastic Four, or any other movies. At some point, I am catching all of these in a theater. What is ridiculous?
I mean, look, I'm doing too. I saw Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay, talked about it. A lot of people didn't like it. There's people who do like it, right? It's made its money. It made its money. It's made its money. 300 million. 300 million. 300 million. It's made its money. Harsh critic is upset at Lois wearing purple. Yeah, like she's supposed to.
Ridiculous is these guys know it has a 50% range critical review on Rotten Tomatoes. I believe it's 70% range on audience review, which is pretty low also. They have talked it up because they feel if it does well, it hurts Superman. They like...
But the fucking thing is, Jurassic, oh my god, that's a bad argument on their part, right? Jurassic World came out, 300 million. Here's the thing. Jurassic World was going to make money regardless if Superman and Fantastic Four. The last two movies made, I mean, look. Didn't Jurassic World come out? Okay. Fallen Kingdom. When did the Dominion come? Dominion come out. Oh, that came out in June. No, okay. Okay. But the past Jurassic World movies made money, right? Made money. Okay? It was always going to make money. It was always going to make money. Jurassic World was not going to hinder Superman's box office. Okay? It was always going to make money. Despite how good or bad it is. It was just... I mean, there's a lot of evidence to support that with the past movies in the franchise. Yeah, this is a new chapter, a new story, I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or just a standalone, but still, it's still Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, and people love dinosaurs, okay? Okay?
Throwing the term shill around. Yes, that behavior is Snyder shilling. Rebirth can have to pull so many punches in talking about it that it's laughable. They have to talk it up even if it's mediocre and say, hey, it's worth going. The dinosaur moments are cool, even if not a great film. Keep in mind, all the while, they're saying to not see Superman as they don't support mediocrity. Of course, they haven't even seen Superman yet to objectively determine that it is mediocre.
Good point. So, Jurassic World might have been mediocre, right? Right? And then, but you know what? Go see that movie. So they're hypocritical. They're willing to build up this movie that a lot of people did not like, even though the Rotten Tomatoes scores say otherwise. But if you heard the people in the streams and stuff like that, Rebirth will have an 80% drop. It's going to have a big drop for sure. But they say they're going to boycott this movie because, this movie looks bad. How can they sit there and say that about Rebirth and say this about Superman? And most of the people that are going to boycott, and it's a very high percentage of people. High percentage of people that say they're going to boycott, they don't boycott. They don't boycott. And here's the thing. I don't know if these people after the movie comes out, it's out of the theaters for a while, right? Wow. if these people actually did not see the movie, I'll boycott. I don't want them to come. I don't want to see them on fucking YouTube or X, and say how bad the movie was. How bad the movie was. Okay? Bad the movie was. Don't come in and say how bad the movie was or was. Unless you've seen the fucking movie. Unless you've seen the fucking movie. Because if you haven't seen the fucking movie, your opinion is not valid. Okay? Okay? My thing is you cannot have an opinion on something, especially for movies and TV shows, if you haven't seen it. Okay? And what I mean by that, by like how good the movie or TV show is. Okay? But have a fucking right? You can't say how bad the movie is if you haven't fucking watched it. I mean, I've seen people do a Peacemaker. Some of the Snyder Cult people with Peacemaker. They look at clips. Yeah, this is. They look at clips on Peacemaker, and I'm like, yeah, you don't. I'm going to say to them, you don't know the fucking context of the clip because you probably fucking watch the episodes, right? You know, same thing here. Clips for Superman and Fantastic Four. You don't know the context of the episode of the movies. These clips, okay? Yeah, Degrassi, they probably will. These people for sure. Yeah, for sure. Same people are going to shit on Superman for the very reason they give a pass in Jurassic World. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Okay. I get it.
And don't forget. Superman's going to be first, okay? Next year, Peacemaker, they're going to get some discourse from the Snyder Cult. Jurassic World, I'm sorry, Supergirl, Clayface, it might from these people. Well, when Batman Part 2 comes out, they definitely will get the discourse again because the Snyder people were very loud when the Batman was coming out. I'll let you know. Okay? Because of Ben Affleck. Because the Batman movie was, when it was in development, was originally a Ben Affleck movie, right? Ben Affleck directing it. They went through changes. Matt Reeves came in. Ben Affleck left. Robert Pattinson became Batman, right? So there was the Snyder Cult specifically doing the same thing here they did with the Batman movie. So, I mean, this is not the first rodeo. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Scully. Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard that word much. I mean, I think I heard that word mostly in movies, like movies. I guess, like, I think, ironically, I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean today, which is on TV, and I was just watching it on TV, and I heard that word scallywag because I think they say it in Pirates of the Caribbean. But I mean, look, this isn't the first rodeo with DCU. This is Gunn, but it's happened with the Batman. And it's going to continue to happen. New Year after July. Yeah, it's okay. It's happened with the Batman. I remember it. It happened with the Batman. Okay. So this is going to continue for sure. It probably will happen with Supergirl, or I don't know, Supergirl, Clayface. I mean, yeah, it will happen with Clayface because it's still Gunn in DCU. It's not going to be Ben Affleck's Batman. They're going to keep doing it for all DCU projects. I mean, Superman's the biggest. Satellitron Max. My God. Superman shit. So fucking hilarious. Okay. Like, they're never look. They're gonna be bitter rest of their life. These people are gonna be like, if they ever have kids or grandkids, right? They're gonna be like, I'm still winning, Sonny Boy. Before I die, I hope my wish is that we get Zack Snyder back directing Superman 2, restore the Snyderverse before I die. You know, yeah. Or like Make a Wish Kid. Oh, I can't go that far. That's too dark of a joke. I don't want to go that far. I can make a really dark joke. I can't do that. But like an old person, a Snyder cult person is going old, 20, 30 years, 30, 40 years later, an old man with a grandson. Before I die, son, grandson, my grandson, keep to restore the Snyderverse. Hope alive, dream alive. Sorry. I just, I'm sorry. I want to say it, but it's really, really dark. I can't do it. I want to. Grandson. My grandson. This will be my last words before I pass away. Keep the Snyder, restore the Snyderverse, dream alive. And then, no. All right? That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Superman is shit. Who it?
Snyder channels got a lot of subs, so they can only get views by bashing Gunn and
Yeah, look at this.
Superman.
Look at this.
Kate
Look at this, Jamie. Yeah, look at this.
catering to that base. I am also focusing on this release and implications to the DCU. That's not lost on me, but I feel with all these Snyder advocate channels running with rumors and changing context to provide misinformation, yes, normies and fans alike can use a counter perspective. They shouldn't have a predetermined conception to dislike Superman based off of rumor and innuendos. Take, for example, screening rumors. Someone said a rumor that there was Snyder fan bashing worked into the movie. Did you see this footage yourself? No. Did you see a final cut of this movie firsthand to confirm? No, you ran.
Superman, Legacy 3 trillion to the moon. Is that you like Cameron Grimes? That's real talk. The Descendants are gonna still hashtag restore the Snyderverse after Henry and the rest of the cast has grandchildren. Yeah, it's gonna be happening. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, exactly. Shazam is better. Complain about comedy in Superman. Response: DC always been comedy. Teen Titans. There's always been comedy in Superman. I mean, like Superman himself, Superman himself had. Superman himself. That makes me laugh. I'm sorry. Superman himself has made jokes before, right? Lois Lane has made jokes before. Okay, there's always been comedy in Superman. Like, where's this idea that? Oh, that's because the Snyder Cult has never seen Superman outside of Zack Snyder's Superman. But there's always been comedy in Superman, okay? Okay? Always been comedy in Superman. Teen Titans go mad fun at BVS. In dark films has comedy in it, man. Okay? Suicide Squad was a dark comedy, okay? It was a dark comedy. There was lots of Aaron Show Order. That's kind of funny. I like that Aaron Show Order. It's like you. She tries to go mad at BBS. These losers know nothing. Laughing my ass off. Shadow Jarmax. Is that? Who? I mean. Oh my god, who is this? Suck. But then the hashtag will change. They call it hashtag clone the Snyderverse, trying to bring the cast back to life. Suck, mod won't do anything to me. I'll be right back, guys. Superman 1 trillion. Superman 1 trillion. Superman suck. Ban me, I dare you. Snyder clear as a cunt. I'll spam this chat because my mom sucks. I know who this is. I know who this is. I'm not gonna say it, but I know who this is. He's talking about you, Red. Oh my god.
And with it as fact, and there is no tangible proof as of now that it exists. You Snyder Bros want to be agitated and rile a base for the movement? And again, I have to point out, this isn't all Snyder fans. The Snyder cult is a specific online anarchist armada, as they call themselves.
Yeah, Ready
Even
Armada.
recently,
Remember that? Ready
we had someone call it
You know how insane that is?
a leak, but release a purposeful hit job ahead of review embargo lifted to hit Superman.
Yeah.
Those are the tactics to bizarrely go after the movie.
Let's go.
I'm the sole hope for humanity.
Oh no.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna get in trouble with this.
I cannot guarantee everyone will like it, and we need to watch it for ourselves on the big screen. However, there are a lot of spoiler-free, positive reviews and word of mouth as well. If they get mentioned on Snyder advocate channels at all,
It'll be paid.
they wrap the positivity in bouts of paranoia towards shilling. On some recent tracking reports, it really seems like Superman is a tough movie to crack. By that, I mean the range is incredibly wide from the low-end estimates. I know there are some gun fans saying it will do the highest range, but I have always said among
In this week's pre-tape call-in show, I talked about the 1970s and CBS live-action Spider-Man television series, but don't call about this week. Call regarding next week's topic. Gunner is better than Snyder. I agree. I do think he's a better director than Snyder. Wait a minute, it's call-in show. You have a call-in show?
sure of that. It's not pessimism as much as knowing the challenges it must face. The Snyder Bros only talk up $1 billion so they can say flop,
Yeah.
even if it was never a viable expectation. This movie has a lot of
Oh, the hot mic. Let's see what the fucking hot mic has to say. The hot mic have to say. This is hot mic. This is Jeff Snyder. This is Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder in the same school as Michael Bay. This is Jeff Snyder, the hot mic, and Jeff Snyder is Zack Snyder is kind of anti-gun too, and he has a hate on for gun, and for some reason. So, okay. The problem, I have some sources saying this is looking at 100 million opening. If that, I have been bullish on this, saying this movie is going to do 160 million, 170 million. Oh, here's the thing. Well, we're gonna start seeing. Okay, I bought my Superman tickets. The first week they got released publicly, okay? Mid-June, right? I think mid-June, right? So I selected my seat at the theater I'm going to see it, right? Selected my seat. I was the first one. Okay? First one reserved. Check a couple times later just for the hell of it, see how filled it was getting. Wasn't filled yet. Checked recently as today. Now this is afternoon. This is an afternoon showing. An afternoon showing. Okay? Showing. It's starting to get filled a little bit. Then I checked the evening show, 6:50, 7 o'clock. That was getting filled a lot. So what happens is sometimes people don't buy tickets on the first week for movies, right? They'll wait as the movie comes closer. That's when they'll start reserving tickets. And most of the time, when we're days in out or a week out, that's when people start buying the tickets. Like, oh, okay? It happened with Thunderbolts. Most movies don't fill out in the first week when they go on pre-sales. They get filled out, especially even big films. Even big films. They get filled out as the week before the film comes out, or days before the film. Okay? I think the only one for me, from my local theater, that was pretty much sold out on the first week was Spider-Man No Way Home. In a while. 4 years ago. 3.5 years to 4 years ago. That's the only time where in the first week where it was being sold a lot in my theater that I go to. But I'll check my theater right now, see how that showing's doing. Thursday, because I'm seeing it on Thursday. Gun. It's starting to begin to fill out. Okay, 650 time. Let's see how much. Okay, 650 is getting filled out at 650. A lot more filled out at 650, and that's going to increase as we get closer. I'll check 940. Okay, 940 is starting a little bit get filled out. People wait, man. People wait. Not everybody reserves tickets online. Just to let you know.
This movie has a lot of challenges outside of just being good. We're rebooting a DC movieverse. After the DCEU failed and consumers lost faith, getting them back, if at all, may not be from the first movie out of the gate. Superman needs to rehabilitate the brand in a genre that's been down due to mediocre superhero movies. The last two Marvel movies did not even average $400 million worldwide.
Actually, Captain America did. Captain America got 400 million, though. Captain America, not Thunderbolts, but Captain America did.
And isn't even flop proof now.
You want me to drive?
We'll take my ride.
Oh yeah, that's the. Oh my god.
You have a flying saucer, but you couldn't get a faster garage door?
I haven't worked on that yet.
Dude.
Eyes to the skies, though. Look up, not back. We shall see soon enough how fans, critics.
Also, Marvel. Look, the thing is, Marvel to me has actually been up and down with success. Yes, Captain America didn't do well. Thunderbolts didn't do well. But Deadpool Wolverine did amazing. Marvels didn't do well. Guardians did amazing. Quantumania did okay. They thought it would do better. But 2002, Marvel had a 2002. In 2022, Marvel. 2022, that Black Panther Wakanda Forever made a lot of money. Thor did make a lot of money despite not me liking it. And Doctor Strange made a lot of money too. So 2022, Marvel did great in the movie side of things. 2023, it was up and down. 2024, they only had one movie and that did tremendous. So far, 2025, they haven't done well so far, but Fantastic Four is not heading in that direction right now. Fantastic Four is not heading in the direction of Thunderbolts and Captain America. All right, so I'm okay with that. Like we're okay.
And box office does. I hope the movie is good and the DCU can start off well. I want to see these great characters thriving in live action again.
Okay. I'm not done yet, guys. I'm going to end at 12 midnight. I have to find another video. Okay, let me find another video. Okay, here's something fun that's happened to Comic-Con. Well, it's open here. Stuff at Comic-Con. I haven't seen this channel before, but I like it already. I don't know who this is. Only Nerd Gaming. I just come across it because it was part of my. I just saw it because I was telling So I don't know who this is. But clearly he's exposing Aaron Fisher exposed. And this is about the Superman review that came out from supposedly the Daily Beast. Yeah, the Daily Beast, right? Now, supposedly broke embargo, but that's just what it's about. So let's see what this guy has to say. I don't know. Okay.
Review. They're already calling this film a failure. Let's cut through the crap and shut this nonsense down right now.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, yeah.
Hey, welcome back everyone to Only Nerdy Gaming.
Don't
the
know
place
who this
where
is.
pixels,
Just
popcorn, and plot twists collide. If it's got lasers, Lex Luthor, or loot boxes, you know we're going to talk about it. So, today, I didn't plan on making this video. But when someone drops a video titled, "Did Superman Just Destroy DC Studios?" and tries to pass off one pulled review as the entire voice of the fandom, well, that's when we gotta talk.
Yep.
And Aaron Fisher, I'm looking directly at you, buddy. Let's unpack this fear-mongering nonsense. So, Aaron's entire video hinges on one early review from Nick.
Well, let you all know, this is kind of a short video. It's only 4 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. But okay, so that's good. So we'll do another video. See what has to say.
Jager at the Daily Beast. A review that was
I
pulled
like the
and
music. I like the music, but I'm making
filled
trouble.
with spoilers. Yet Aaron treats it as gospel, like it's the
I
definitive.
know I'm gonna get a copyright claim for the music and the clips from the other guy. So, but that's okay. I can live with that.
Death knell of DC Studios. A couple of things here. This is not the first official review. It's a leaked opinion piece that was likely pulled because it broke embargo.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it the truth, it makes it premature. Aaron didn't even quote full paragraphs or provide meaningful context. He cherry-picked language like overly emotional, saves dogs, and Saturday morning cartoon to trigger fans who wanted Snyder-style grit. But let's be honest, if saving dogs is where you draw the line on masculinity, maybe the problem isn't Superman. Maybe it's your definition of a hero.
Yeah. Definition of hero. Oh, you seen this video? Had me rolling because that anime dude looks like him. Yeah, it does.
Aaron claims this Superman isn't manly or strong anymore. He's too soft, too hopeful, too emotional. And I say,
Yeah. Yeah. Because he saves a dog. It makes him weak, not manly. Saves a dog. Oh my god. Guys, you know, people like that. I questioned their masculinity, right? Not Superman's. Theirs. I mean, what what? You know what? Guys like Aaron Fisher. If he sees a dog in trouble, he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, not my problem. Just ignore it." Okay? If he sees a dog, struggling or something, he's just gonna ignore the dog, right? Because it's not masculinity, right? Because it's not masculinity, right? He's the kind of guy who will just be like, he's gonna say, no, Superman shouldn't do that, but I could do that because I'm not Superman. No, that's not the point, right? Like, he's the type of guy who just ignore. He'll use the argument, but he's the type of guy who will ignore a dog or an animal's in trouble. He might ignore if here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Doing an act of kindness, whether it's walking a person across the street, an old person walking across the street, holding hands for a kid to walk across the street, a young kid, saving somebody's pet, taking whether it's Superman's case, if there's a fire, he just uses breath, right? His breath to freeze to put away the fire. Because he could do stuff like that makes him not manly. Come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously. That doesn't sound. Actually, okay. You know what it does? It makes you be respect. It shows you that people respect you. If you save a dog, an animal, if you help someone, yeah, you may not stop a killer, you may not stop a war, you may not stop a robbery, but it's still a good deed. It's still something good, and that makes you get respect. Okay, that's not what masculinity means, man. It means a strong person, a strong man, and that's not defined by. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. Yeah, like that's the type of people they are. I don't think they understand what masculinity means. Okay.
good! We've had decades of brutal, borderline inhuman portrayals of Superman. From the Silver Age, yes. But that doesn't mean the story isn't serious. It means it's compassionate.
Yeah.
This Clark cares. He uplifts. He's the aspiration again.
I guess Superman, like, there's been stories of Superman in comics and stuff, just listening to people. There's, and Superman has actually saved people from committing suicide. All you know, there's people in the comics. If you read Superman comics, sometimes you'll have somebody on the roof contemplating suicide, and Superman would just sit there and talk with them and try and listen to them, their issues and problems, and try to convince them, or him or her, or whatever you are, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just the person that's there. Convince that person, not this is not the way to go. You know, there's help on the way. I'll listen to you. I'll help listen to your problems. Like, that's what a hero does too. A hero does that too. A hero listens. He doesn't just stop. He listens too. He also listens. Okay? He also listens. And the small things makes a good hero. Okay? Okay? How even Batman at times has done that. Batman has done that too, man. And Batman's always been perceived as brooding, right? Dark, brooding, all that. But Batman has done that too. Batman has done little things too. So, like, seriously. These people don't understand fucking Superman. They don't understand Superman.
Not a reluctant god with the savior complex. And you know what? Saving squirrels and dogs? That's pretty much the most Superman thing I've heard in a long time.
Yeah.
This is the same crowd that loved Infinity War and No Way Home. Films packed with character and zero hand-holding.
Yeah.
But suddenly, Superman can't have a rich ensemble? James Gunn is a world beater. Of course he's going to introduce characters from the DC universe. And by the way, no backstory doesn't mean bad storytelling. It means show, don't tell.
We don't need to see another backstory. We don't need to see another origin. We know. We don't need to see that again, okay? We know.
Means trusting the audience to engage. So, Aaron throws out a sub $100 million opening projection like it's a guaranteed disaster. First of all, no actual final forecast has dropped yet. And second, box office doesn't determine a film's worth or longevity. Ask Blade Runner, ask Iron Giant, or literally every James Gunn film before Guardians. The point is, it's way too early for this doomsday talk. The movie hasn't even released. There's no audience consensus. There's no verified review aggregate. There's just noise. And it's just the same negative crap coming from the vocal minority on YouTube. Aaron, if your whole argument rests on rage clicks, bad faith assumptions, and a leaked review you didn't even fully quote, that's not critique. That's propaganda to fuel your own agenda.
Yep.
You're not engaging with this film in good faith. You're rooting for it to fail so you can say, I told you so.
Yep.
And that's not what real fans do. Real fans watch, think, then speak. To everyone else, don't let reactionary fear-mongering like this or any shit coming from harsh critics define your expectations. Wait for the actual film. Then come back here and let's you and I have a real conversation about it. Because Only Nerdy Gaming isn't here to sell you hype. We're here to fight the noise with facts and fandom. So stay hopeful, stay nerdy.
Short and sweet.
And I'll see you next time.
Short and sweet. All right, so short and sweet. Let's see what else there is. Because I got half an hour at least. At least I could go for another half an hour. Who's Comic Book Cast? Oh my god, I just... Sorry, I was just reading something really stupid. And so I was quiet there for a few seconds. Let's see what else there is. I can't find anything. I may end it. You know, so I noticed some new people in this stream, the chat. I noticed some new people. I appreciate you coming on in my chat. I just don't. I will talk about Superman, guys. If you want to continue listening to me, stay on board. I just don't talk Superman. I talk also DC, Marvel, video games, anything. All right. I also post videos, so I do all kinds of things. Okay, so yes, Chertoff. I know. Comic book cast. Oh, comic book cast. Comic book cast. The comic book cast. The thing is, I went on his channel just now. I saw it. Is that his videos have? There's a lot of bullshit rumors. A lot of bullshit rumors. Videos on bullshit rumors that are not true at all. That's the problem. That's why I don't make. That's why I'm not clicking on his channel. His stuff is bullshit rumors. I don't believe in his stuff. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so how long have I gone? Hour and 30? So maybe I will end it here for a bit. No, I'll go a little bit longer. I'm just trying to find somebody. Yeah, that's true. She tries to sell as a fact, but I don't think it is. It's not. It's not. It's not. And also the rumors she comes up with is so far-fetched and not believable. It's just like, yeah, there's just no common sense in those rumors. LLL. Shut up, man. You go away, man. Shirt off. All right. Let's read this guy. Let's check out this guy. Kryptonite Corner. Never seen him before. I mean, look, guys. I'm a Batman fan, number one. Let you all know. The new people in this chat, I'm a Batman fan. The new subs, I'm a Batman fan, but I do like Superman. Don't get me wrong. I do like Superman. But I'm a Batman fan. Batman fan is my favorite. Batman's my favorite DC character. Right. So I don't know. I've never seen this guy before, but he seems like he's definitely a Superman guy. Yeah, he's going to talk about the review leak.
Before the world knows the truth or not, Superman is a good movie or a bad movie. And the biggest message of hope that
I'm not really this is not detracting, because these are people I probably agree with. So you don't detract people you agree with, right? This is not the stream
I can give to you guys.
In fact, I detract. Shut up, Red. Detracting is tomorrow. I'll be detracting people tomorrow. People I disagree with. That'll be tomorrow.
Guys, don't worry about the Superman reviews. Just don't worry about them. What I want you to do is think about when you first saw the teaser trailer, how you felt. And then I want you to think about when you saw some of the other trailers, how you felt. If you thought that was going to suck, well, then you probably aren't going to like the movie. And if
Mhm.
you got a lot of hope and you got a lot of
Just like Charles
excitement,
Soper.
chances are that's what you're going to have when you see the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I'll do that too, Jonathan. I mean, if I see the movie and I like it, but if there's some things in the movie I didn't like, I'll call it out. I'm not somebody who's gonna. I'm not somebody who's gonna say, "Oh, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect." I'm not like that. I'm somebody who I would like something, but if there's something I dislike about something that I like, I'll call it out. Okay, and if there's something I dislike, but there's something in that thing I dislike, whether it's a movie, TV show, video game. But if there's something I dislike and I dislike, but there's something in that film, TV show that I do like, I'll say that. I'm not someone who's gonna be one sided. Okay, like on that. I'm fair like that. But this guy makes a great point. Like, great point. Just judge the movie for yourself. If you don't like the trailer, you're probably not gonna like the movie. But sometimes when you watch a trailer, when I watch a trailer of a movie that that I thought was good, when I think of a trailer is good, and I'm watching the movie ends up shit. Might end up being bad, right? Sometimes a bad movie has a good trailer, and a good movie has a bad trailer. It sometimes happens. Sometimes happens. But you should already judge it for yourself once you see the movie, right?
Movie. I put out the video yesterday where the Daily Beast reviewer broke embargo, which, by the way, I really am curious about the details of the legality of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I want to see how far that goes. I don't think we're done yet on it.
It is illegal, breaking embargo. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say something. The person who wrote the Daily Beast that article breaking embargo, I think there was an agenda there. I don't think it was a fair review. I think that person purposely wanted to shit on the movie. Shit on the movie. That person who wrote for the Daily Beast about the movie, the broken embargo, there's a clear bias there. There's a fucking clear bias there. I think that person is not a fan of James Gunn, not a fan of this. I want to say Snyder Cult, but like that, just not a fan of James Gunn, not a fan of DCU. Otherwise, if that person was, and that person was professional, they would not break embargo. That's yeah, that person was doing that because, let's be honest, in my opinion, maybe I think some of you might agree with me, some of you may not, that yeah, this person had an agenda, a narrative here.
And some of you praised me for being, fair and reporting on things that might not necessarily go. I mean, I'm excited about the movie. I'm hopeful about the movie. I've been positive about the movie. And then others of you thought I shouldn't even report on it. The interesting thing is the ones that thought, and I'm not, knocking you. I'm just trying to let you know where I come from. I have a degree in radio television. Okay, I have a.
Look at us. I like his Fortress of Solitude. The Superman stuff. He's a huge Superman fan. Clearly tell. I think he might have got autographs here. Autographs. Jamie Noble. I don't know. No. Jamie Noble's a wrestler. Oh, by the way, if you see Red in the chat, Red likes to joke around a lot. Don't take him seriously, new people, okay? New people, don't take him seriously. Okay? He jokes around a lot. But yeah, you see the Superman stuff in his studio background, the background of his studio. I mean, he is a Superman fan, obviously. Yes, exactly, Jonathan. Exactly. They went around the raid to break the embargo for what? There was a reason behind it.
Background. I was a news director and radio news reporter. And I was taught in college how to be fair, how to have a balanced, unbiased outlooks on things. And when I got to the real world, that's not how news is done.
No, no, I'm not. No. He's talking about a wrestler. I don't know if you watch wrestling, Jonathan, but there was a wrestler named Jamie Noble. 3 trillion because of the run from the A. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, but
That's,
yeah,
that's not how news is done at all.
yeah.
You very much pick your side and then do every story in a way that goes towards that lean.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm hopeful for this Superman movie. I definitely have a Superman bias, you could call it. But just because something puts Superman in a negative light doesn't mean I'm just going to ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist. That would be doing a bad job at my job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I got out of news because I realized that. I realized that, you know, whenever you go into reporting, they don't want fair reporters.
Nope. Nope.
They want somebody who, whenever you
Nope, that's true. They don't want fair reporting. That's true.
say, hey, I've got this story on this company doing this bad thing, they'll say, yeah, that company's an advertiser, so cut that story.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how it works. And I didn't like that. There was a lot of things I didn't like about news, but I especially didn't like that. And this channel is mine. I get to choose what goes on there. And I am not going to let a biased mindset make me do certain stories or not make me do certain stories. Some of you
Jamie Noble is tag team champions with Joey Murphy, who is related to the fantastically gay but also fantastically alive Freddie Mercury. That's not necessarily true. Yeah, there was a Nobles of wrestling. Yep, just Jamie Noble.
you were shocked when I did the gun cultist Snyder cult. I did a video for both instead of just doing one. I have no problem with reporting on both sides. I have no problem with making fun of both sides. This movie, whether I like it or hate it, I will find great things and terrible things about it, whichever one it is. I'm very positive. I'm very hopeful. Nothing I've seen in the trailer.
See, he's like me, right? He's kind of similar to me. I'll be fair to the movie. If there's some things I don't, if I don't like the movie, I don't like the movie. Somebody in the gun cult would love the movie, even if it's bad. They'll say it's amazing. I'm not part of the gun cult. I like James Gunn. I like his movies, but if the movie's not good, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I don't want to. I'm somebody who's. I'm not a biased person. Like that.
The complaints that I have seen have been ridiculous.
Yeah, Jamie Dable was
the
good.
CGI complaints.
You remember he was like,
it looks so sharp
remember Nadia?
and so crystal and so clear. You cannot differentiate the foreground of the characters from the background of the green screen. You can't tell, you know, where Digital Henry starts. I mean, not Henry. Digital David starts. Real David begins. Like with Man of Steel, you could see like, oh, that's Digital Henry. Boom. You know, it's much different than what we've seen before. I actually came out of Man of Steel being disappointed in how the graphics looked when I came out of the theater back in 2013 because of that plane scene we got in Superman Returns. It looked so. Even the digital Branders and the Digital Henry in Man of Steel. And I'd heard all this stuff about Zack Snyder.
Oh, man.
Back then, I didn't know much about Zack Snyder at all. I heard about it being really good at making stuff look good. I took that to mean making stuff look realistic. He does make stuff look good and beautiful, but it doesn't necessarily look realistic. I don't necessarily know that James Gunn's is going to look realistic, but in what I've seen in the commercials, a lot of it does. And these complaints of
Remember the faction in Tire Black is Mr. Monkey in the Bank. Mr. Monkey in the Bank. Yeah, okay. It's Mr. Money in the Monkey in the Bank. Mr. Money in the Bank. Along with Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury, The Authority, and Ring of Honor, The Fed. I remember Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins, as Money in the Bank with Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury in The Authority in WWE. I know what you're trying to do there.
About CW graphics and bad CGI. To me, this is just parroted stuff people have heard. It's just stuff that they've taken and they don't want the movie to do well. So anything anybody says negative about it, you know, an influencer or whatever, they're going to take that and boom, they got it. It's like it's proof.
Yeah.
But it's not proof. We haven't seen the movie. I don't know that the movie's good. But everything I've seen so far is telling me it's going to be. And I really don't care about critics and reviewers. I've never been a, movie guy. You people that watch my channel know this. I'm a Superman guy. I'm not a movie guy. I'm not even a comics guy. I just love Superman. So whenever I watch these
I can
movies,
tell.
I see these reviews come out for them. And I'm scratching my head sometimes. I'm like, why did they say that was so good? Why is everybody praising this movie? They're acting like it's the best movie of all time, but it really didn't make that much money. You know, and like there'll be movies that they say are terrible.
Cut.
I don't understand that either. I'll give you an example of where I'm at. When I saw Man of Steel, I came out thinking it was a good, like, maybe like a 7.8. A good movie. Wasn't exactly what I was hoping for out of a Superman movie, but it wasn't bad at all. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And then when I read the reviews were either greatest Superman movie
Greatest Superman movie.
of all time or worst Superman movie of all time.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was the review.
I saw that with Man of Steel. It was either there was no in between, good, okay, good, or not, or just not. Yeah, I saw that it was either the greatest movie, a masterpiece according to some people, or the worst movie. Yeah, nothing in between. That's true. That's true. That's true. I never seen anybody say, "Oh, it was just okay."
Views, and I think if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, it's still like in the 50s as a not a fresh score. Not the audience. That one's been manipulated. They were both about half and half. I think the audience might have been around 60% when it first came out. But I wasn't either one of those. I was more like looking at it from the aspect of, okay, I like Superman, and when I watch this movie, do I like this movie? That's how I was with Superman Returns. I came out thinking about the same thing, about a 7.8. Weirdly enough, I think the audience score, I can't remember on that one, but the scores were actually better for Superman Returns than they were for Man of Steel.
Wow.
Man of Steel did a heck of a lot better monetarily speaking. And so I've learned that reviewers they're just people, and most of them, what happens is these places, they get like told, y'all get a free ticket to come and review this movie, and then they say, okay, hey Joe, can you go? No, I'm on vacation that week. Okay, Mary, will you go? Yeah, sure. You know, and that's kind of how it works. You know, you're not even guaranteed that the person going to see it would have seen it on their own, and that's where the danger in reviews really is the fact that the person going to see it, they might not even want to see it on their own. When I was in radio, I did get to go see a film. And
do you think it's wrong for gun fans to call Snyder Bros non-Superman fans? Because some channels say that, but they don't say that they get called non-Superman fans because. Okay, do you think it's wrong for gun fans to call Snyder Bros non-Superman fans? Because some channels try to say that, but they don't understand that they get called non-Superman fans because of the Snyder dudes. Yeah. Well, I think it's okay for Gunn to say that. He can say what he wants. But when some people in the Snyder cult, whatever bullshit they put up, whether it's his movie or about Superman, like certain things about Superman, and it's wrong about Superman, not knowing anything about Superman, just one take on Superman. Yeah, I think it's okay for Gunn to call them out. Because what is a Gunn fan? Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, every director has fans. I'm just saying, like, if I was a director on a Superman film and the Snyder fans go at me and be like, "What? Why is Lois Lane wearing a purple shirt? She should be wearing this color shirt." Because she wears fucking purple in the comics. You ever read the fucking comics? Or if she goes, if a Superman fan is, why is Superman making a joke here or having a sense of humor? Because I'll be like, because Clark Kent has a sense of humor. You ever read a fucking comic or watch a fucking non-Man of Steel thing? I'll tell them that. I'll be like, I don't care if I alienate them because they're dumb Superman fans. If they come at me and be like, why is Superman, I don't know. What else? I mean, the red underwear. I'll be like, because Superman wore red underwear. Look. I wanted to say Superman doesn't have a sense of people that say sense of humor, that Superman shouldn't be joking, or he's a man child, or he should be serious all the time. Don't fucking know Superman at all. Okay, or Clark Kent.
Review it because our reviewer was out. So they said, "Hey, Micah, will you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I did my best, guys.
Oh,
I don't even remember what the movie was. I did my best to review it fairly, to the best of my ability. But you know what? It was the kind of movie.
I don't know what a Snyder fan is, but I have no clue what a gun fan is. Yeah, Degrassi. I haven't seen like an actual fan base for any other director. I just see like Snyder fans, but I haven't seen like a particularly a I think the Snyder fans is what made up the gun fans. Like gun fans, right? Made up the gun cult because they needed an enemy. They needed an enemy, okay? They needed a villain, right? They needed a villain. Cult of personality, right? No other director has a group like this, like the Snyder turds. Maybe George, not even the people that want George Lucas back in Star Wars.
That I never would have gone and seen by myself. Never would I have gone and seen this movie by myself. I went to the early screening before anybody else got to see it, and I reviewed the movie with a handful of people. Some of the theater manager's family was there. You know, it was like very empty. And I remember thinking this movie, like, I'm going to have to judge this thing based on something I don't like. It was very difficult to judge it in that manner. And that's what these reviewers have to do a lot of the time. So if you get somebody who liked the Snyderverse or who just doesn't like Superman or doesn't care for superheroes, even if they've reviewed superhero movies, it doesn't mean they like them. It just means that...
I mean, DC's only going to have Peacemaker at Comic-Con, so I don't know if they're exactly going to dominate, man. That's the thing.
The editor just was like, hey, they're good at reviewing movies. This is a big one. We'll send them. You see what I'm saying? So the reviews, grain of salt, okay? Don't worry about the Superman reviews. Think about how you felt when you first saw that trailer. If that trailer made you think, I want to see that movie, go see it. And if the trailer made you think, I don't want to see the movie, don't see it. It's that simple. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm basically just trying to give you a message of hope where I want you to realize if you are seeing these reviews come out like Variety and stuff, you know, the embargoes, you know, being broken and they're coming out with stuff.
The embargo is Tuesday, right? The embargo is Tuesday because I think the embargo might be Monday. I think the premiere is Monday. So the social media embargo might be Monday. And then the full reviews might be the next day. Yeah, that's how it goes. Usually goes. And it's, yeah, I think it's going to happen. So the premiere is Monday. I'm pretty sure it's Monday. So they'll have like the first part of the embargo break because it's really two embargoes, right? There's two embargoes, right? There's a social media embargo and then there's the full review embargo. That's the next day. So I think so.
Don't worry.
Am I gonna because I collect my foreign DC figures? What about the Man to BO2 figures in my collection? No, Degrassi, you're not a gun nut. You're a DC nut. Joking. You're a DC fan. You're a DC fan. That's what you were. You're a DC fan. I know you. You're a comic book fan. You're a DC fan. That's what you are. I'm a DC fan too.
There are people on the other side, too, that are coming out in contrast. It's just nobody's reporting on it. Nobody's reporting on it, and nobody's putting it out there because that's not as fun to report on. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of people saying that this movie is good, and there's going to be some that's saying it's bad, just like there is with every movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the real reviewer that you should trust is yourself. Because when it comes down to watching this movie, you only want to go because you like it.
The problem is, he's right. Yeah, I mean, that too, Degrassi. I mean, like, that too. You could be a fan of James Gunn. You could be a fan of Zack Snyder, right? But you're not like, you don't You don't talk gun every single day on X. You don't, right? Okay. Things like that. So the thing is, he's right. Everybody should review something based on seeing it, obviously. But they're gonna be. The thing is, people that haven't watched a movie watch, with reviews on YouTube or X, specifically more on YouTube. I say more on X or actual trades. People will watch on YouTube, and they'll make a decision of seeing a movie or not based on a YouTuber. And the Snyder fans and then the Snyder detractors are ones, they're already convincing their audience not to see the movie at all or to shit on it, right? And so, yeah, I mean, like, you should base it off of your own. You should base it off of your own viewing, but a lot of people don't do that. They base it off of reviewers' viewings, especially on YouTube. Oh, no, I'm not going to go see it. No, I'm not going to go see it. Okay? Because of this review. This reviewer says bad. You know what? You know what you should do? Read one review and read another review. Not just one review. It's a problem. It's an issue. It's an issue. We take reviewers at their words all the time, right? About a review on something. A critic, a review on something, and we take their word on it, and then you don't see the movie at all or TV show at all, and you may actually like it if you actually see it. Okay? But there are some just generous people like the Snyder Cult who will convince people not to see it because they'll give non-genuine takes.
You don't want to go because, geeks.
And that's just the thing. DC fans can't be optimistic for anything to them, and when they say they are just Nazi, okay. And that's just the thing. DC fans can't be optimistic for anything to them. And when they say they are not DC fans, they were just gun goons. How the heck is that if you don't like gun? Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You're right. They're not DC fans. They're not DC fans.
Geeks and Gamers likes it, or because Real Rejects likes it, or because Tyro Magnus likes it. You don't want to go because these people like it or don't like it. You want to go because you saw the trailer and you thought to yourself, "Hey, by golly, that looks like something I want to see."
He's making my point. It's just, people are right. They believe they can't make decisions for themselves sometimes. Yeah, that's the thing about critics or even YouTubers. They tell you what they think, and whoever's watched it, they make a decision. They make the decisions based off that, even if it's fake. Even if some of the stuff they say in the movies or TV show is actually not what happened. It's always been like that, right? It's always been like that's what they have critics. All right. We're going to end this soon.
And that should be the reason that you go see it on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or whatever day that you're, Friday you're going to see it. These reviews can be alarming to people, but they're not really alarming to me. The only concerning things that I'm afraid of is, like I said in my previous video, that other people will look at it and say, "Oh, it's doing bad. I won't go see it." Which is probably the goal of some of these reviewers. Maybe they have a vendetta against Gunn.
Yep.
Maybe they don't like Superman. Maybe they don't like what Superman stands for. Don't. They like anti-heroes, and it's just the only concern I have is that this kind of stuff will have a negative effect on people, so that they won't want to go see it. I'm going to continue just telling you what I think. On Tuesday, the 8th, I will definitely be coming out with a review. And I'll be coming right out of the theater. So it's 7 o'clock is when I get to see it, Central Standard Time. So by 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'm hoping that I'll have a video out. Because as soon as I come out of that theater, I'm going to come out walking from the AMC, record.
You're going to see at 7 o'clock? It is a 2-hour and something
myself
movie, so
with my little phone here, which is getting a lot of messages for some reason. There are probably people telling me, "Don't report on that." So I want you to know I'm going to give you my real honest review. Anything that anybody has said to me, either in the theater or in reviews, I don't care. I don't care if people like it. At Man of Steel, when I went and saw that, there were people saying it was fantastic, people saying it was terrible. I didn't agree with either one. I thought it was a great movie. I enjoyed it a lot, but I still preferred other Superman movies before it. So that was why I was like, I couldn't give it, an 8, 9, or 10. I gave it like a 7.8 or so. I couldn't give it an 8, 9, or 10 because, honestly, there were better movies. If you give it a 10, that means there's nothing better than that. So when I come out of this movie, I'm going to give you a fair and honest and balanced review. And the first review I do, don't worry, won't be a spoiler review. I'm not going to tell you things that's going to make you not be able to see the movie. I will do a spoiler review, but it will be clearly marked in the thumbnail, clearly marked in the title. I'll even do a video about stuff that I thought was perfect. I'll do a video about stuff that I thought was terrible.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to end it here. So yeah, some of you are going to see it before me. I'm seeing it on a Thursday. I know Degrassi gets to see it tomorrow. I don't know when anybody else is going to see it because I know some people are going to see it on Monday and Tuesday. Obviously Wednesday. I'll be streaming on Tuesday and Wednesday for sure at night. If you see it beforehand, just tell me what you briefly think about it if it's good, but don't go into details, please. Just don't go into details, any detail. Even if you're not spoiling, if you're not even giving out spoilers, just don't go and give me any details, right? Just say it's good. Just say it's good, it's great, it's amazing, right? Just say that. And please, for the love of God, because nobody else is listening to this, obviously, please, love of God. I know this guy's making. He can make the review on Tuesday because it's normal. But for the love of God, don't make spoiler streams. Don't do spoilers videos on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or even Thursday. Maybe wait till Friday or Saturday. Don't do spoiler videos on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You could do it on Thursday. That's up to you, but I won't. Obviously, I won't. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll see you on Thursday. But don't make anybody's listening to this. Don't make spoiler videos these next 3 days, please. Don't, because I think you're gonna get a lot of heat. And I think it's appropriate for you not to do that. The right thing not to do that. But you could do non-spoiler videos once you go see it earlier on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Where you could do non-spoiler videos because people do that all the time, so it's allowed. I understand that. Just don't do spoilers. For me, I do have. I'm seeing it Friday. Well, I'm not doing a spoiler review until the weekend next week anyway, so don't worry about that, guys. I do have a schedule up for this week. I'm gonna read it off. My posts this upcoming week, starting from tomorrow, what my schedule is gonna be. Okay. Let me read it up, then I'm gonna end the stream. Okay. Read it off. Yeah, I'm seeing it Thursday. Okay. My schedule. Oh, somebody comment on it. Okay. My schedule. Tomorrow's the 6th, right? There'll be a detracting video. When I go over I detract somebody. I don't know who I'm going to detract yet. I don't know yet. But I'm going to be detracting somebody. So that's tomorrow. Mondays, I'm not doing anything. There might be a video. Mondays, I'm not doing anything. Tuesday, I don't know what's going to be about. I'll make something as the day comes closer. Wednesday, there'll be another stream at night. Wednesday, July 9th. July 10th is Superman. Once I see the movie, I come home, I'll make the video of the non-spoiler review for Superman on Thursday. And there'll be a stream later that night on Thursday, but it's not going to be a Superman spoiler stream. There'll be something else, okay? But it's not a non-spoiler stream, okay? Non-spoiler stream, okay? Be a Superman movie review. The review of the Superman will going up, but that's going to be a video. The stream later that night is not going to be a video. That you all know, okay? Friday, if you're new here, I do a show every week now called Let's Talk Pop. It's a weekly show where I talk about what's happening in the entertainment industry. Basically that's it. Saturday, next Saturday, the Superman spoiler review, that's going to happen next Saturday, and that's going to be a stream. It's not going to be a video, that's going to be a stream. Okay, and then Sunday next week, AEW the tracks and videos Videos and shorts will be uploaded randomly. I don't really have a scheduled time where I upload videos or shorts. I just do that randomly. Usually when I upload a video, most of the time is when stuff major breaks, I'll upload a video. Shorts, same thing. So yeah, for videos and shorts, those are just be randomly, guys. Okay? Streams are always planned, timed and stuff. All right. I want to thank you, new people, for joining this this channel. Appreciate it. If you want to join membership down below, it's not expensive. I also do. Okay. I also do comic book hauls on. Oh yeah, I do collect comics. So every week you'll see me collect comic. This Wednesday I'll be collecting the Fantastic Four comics. So be on the lookout for a video then. But I think once again I'd like to thank everybody for joining me, even the new people. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna ask Degrassi what Marvel Legends figures he got.